would say what you need to do is ask God for a spirit in which you're more adaptive, flexible, resilient, to understand the situation and the times, and to ask God for the creativity to design the things in terms of the way you interact with people that will enable you to help people. So think about it. You're living in a VUCA world where people are experiencing high volatility, high uncertainty, high complexity, high ambiguity. We're coming out of educational systems that are not teaching us to deal with VUCA, but are teaching us, here's systems, here's answers, you know. And so we need to be careful about that. We need to get back to the faith perspective, we need to get back to the kingdom perspective, and we need to get back to learning from one another and create really very vital learning interaction with each other at a peer-to-peer level so that we're adjusting, adapting, learning, serving in real time. And that puts a premium on the way you connect to one another at a peer-to-peer level. And I think beyond any generation previously, you all have the opportunities because of the technology and things like that that you have to do that. So that's just kind of a quick take on that. Let me just open it up if there's any comments or questions regarding VUCA. And V stands for very tired right now. Does this make sense? Well, I want to just finish, with just one last story here that doesn't have anything to do with VUCA, but does have to do with the payoff here, and kind of bring it back to a more personal role model example about making a difference and making an impact that lasts. It's been about 10 years now, but it feels real fresh to me. I came home from work, and I looked at Patricia as I came into the kitchen, and she had this look on her face. And, guys that are married know that when your wife has a certain look on their face, you gotta pay attention. But this look that Patricia had was unlike any look that I'd ever seen, so I dropped my briefcase and I said, Patricia, what's wrong? And she said, Dan, I don't know how to tell you this, but she said, I just got a call. And the call said that Charlie has just died. And it was just one of those moments where kind of just all the energy drains out of you on the floor. Because Charlie had been my spiritual mentor, the guy that had taken me in when I was kind of fresh off the boat from Japan, really without a father, so he'd been kind of like a father figure, a big brother, and a mentor wrapped up into one. He eventually was my best friend, the best man at my wedding, and he was just gone too soon, in my mind. This is the Lord's perfect timing, but it was too soon for me. And I just began to reflect on my relationship with Charlie. It was an odd thing. He was a guy from West Texas that was prematurely balding, had a nose that was too big for his face, and these really piercing blue eyes, and these big hands that had known hard work, and he was prone to wearing dusty cowboy boots and jeans and kind of faded Western shirts, and it totally betrayed the fact that he had over he would remind me that he had over 200 hours of studying veterinary medicine, and he would say on some days when I was frustrated, he said, look, I'm highly qualified to train thoroughbred horses, and I don't know what I'm doing trying to break a mule like you. And we had this funny exchange, this Asian American kid and this quintessential West Texas guy. He was fond of telling me what I could only graciously call agricultural jokes, and I introduced him to Bruce Lee and martial arts movies, And but there was never any doubt in my mind that he cared for me. Well, the schedule being what it was, with my work and airline tickets and how quickly they moved up in the first thing about Charlie was that he was a man of purpose. He would tell me early on in college, man, you've got all kinds of leadership potential. But he says,